Hi guys, this is my second video on YouTube. Uh, I did my first video on this game Deckeleven's Railroad for the city of Barcelona, and I'm doing my second video for the country of Japan. So in this level we have to develop Tokyo into a level 3 city and deliver 10 loads of cars. Okay, so Tokyo is currently a level 1 city and it has a demand of passengers and food. Food is available at a nearby port and the passengers are available at a nearby city of Yokohama. So I am going to connect Yokohama with Tokyo and assign a train uh, to it to transport passengers. Okay, so next I'm going to connect this port with Tokyo and assign a train to transport food. Okay, so we have to deliver 10 loads of cars as well, but Tokyo currently doesn't have a demand for cars. Once it gets upgraded to level 2 or level 3, it will have a demand of cars. We have to supply cars from this nearby car factory, and to produce cars, we need steel and rubber tires. The rubber tires are available at Chiba port, which is located south towards the car factory. And this Chiba port also produces iron. Iron is needed to produce steel in the steel mill, and we also need coal to produce steel. Coal is available at another port, which is this port, which produces coal. So I'm going to connect this port with the steel mill and assign a train to it to transport coal. Okay, so next I'm going to connect the Chiba port with the steel mill to transport iron. Okay, so it's going to be a long track as they are as the Chiba port and the steel mill are very far from each other. Okay, so I have connected the Chiba port with the steel mill. So now I'm assigning a train to transport iron. Okay, so looks like I'm out of money. I guess I'll just have to wait to get money. Okay. Okay, so I have the money now. Okay. So now I have assigned a train to transport iron from the Chiba port to the steel mill. Okay, so Tokyo has been upgraded to level 2 and it now has a demand of mail and cars. Okay, so mail is also available at the city of Yokohama. So we have to assign another train to transport mail from Yokohama to Tokyo. Okay, so I can play another track from Yokohama to Tokyo, but if I do that, my money balance will go into negative, that is red. Okay, but I'm going to do it because I can recover that money. Okay, so I have laid another track. As I said, my money's gone into red and negative. Okay, so it's back into white again. So now I am assigning a train to transport mail from Yokohama to Tokyo. Okay, so looks like I'm feeling short of money for a car. I just have to wait. Uh, we need 450 for another car. Okay, so once this train reaches Tokyo, I think we must get the money. Oh, okay, so we have the money. Let's assign another mail car and start this train. Okay, so now the steel mill has begun producing steel. So next we have to connect the steel mill to this car factory and assign a train to it to transport steel from this steel mill to this car factory. But before that, I am going to connect the Chiba port with the car factory to transport rubber tires, because it takes a lot of time to transport rubber tires from Chiba port to car factory as they are very far. Okay, so I'm doing it now. Uh, my money will probably go into red if I do it. Okay, I have connected the car factory to the Chiba port. Okay, so now I'm going to assign a train from Chiba port to the car factory to transport rubber tires, and I'm going to assign only 3 cars to it, because the Chiba port produces only 3 rubber tires, and it's its maximum capacity. So if I assign another car, that is 4 cars, the another car will be empty at all times and it will not be of any use. Okay, so next I'm going to connect this steel mill with the car factory, uh, and assign a train to it to transport steel from the steel mill to the car factory. Okay, so done. I have connected the steel mill with the car factory. Guys, I would suggest you to not use your hats as of now. We are going to need them in the coming levels. the coming levels are going to be hard to very hard, so we are going to need the hats to use them there to pass those levels. Okay, so now I'm going to assign a train from the steel mill to the car factory to begin transporting steel. Okay, so next I'm going to connect the car factory with Tokyo to transport cars. Okay, so I have connected uh, car factory with Tokyo to transport cars. Oh, looks like I made a mistake. Okay, so I connected the wrong track, so I have deleted this track, and once my money balance comes into white again, I'll connect this incomplete track with the correct track. Okay, so it's back in white again. Okay, so I think, okay, so I have connected it right this time. Okay, so the car factory has begun producing cars. So I am going to assign a train from the car factory to Tokyo to transport cars. And I am going to assign only 3 cars to it, because the distance between the car factory and Tokyo is very short, and it takes a lot of time for the steel and rubber tires to get to the car factory and to produce cars. So 3 cars would be appropriate. Okay, okay, so Tokyo's demand for passengers, food and mail is currently in green. We just have to transport some cars to Tokyo, and we have to transport 10 of them. So if we transport 10 of them, one of the goals of this level will be met, and Tokyo will be upgraded to level 3 city, and we will pass this level. Okay, so Tokyo has been upgraded to a level 3 city, uh, as all the demands of Tokyo have met for level 2. Now we have an additional demand for coal, but it is not necessary to transport coal, because even if we do transport coal from this port to Tokyo, it will not be upgraded to level 4, because the maximum level it can reach is level 3, which is shown here, and we don't have to upgrade it to level 4 as it is not in our goals. Okay, so now we just have to transport 4 more loads of cars. Okay, so 2 are coming now. So this train just has to make another trip to transport 2 more loads of cars, and they are ready. So when this car train completes this trip, uh, I think we should be able to meet this goal of delivering 10 loads of cars. Okay. Okay, so we have met all the goals for this level, and this level has been completed. And we have received 500 hat points. Again guys, please don't use your hat points in these levels, as we are going to need them in the coming levels to pass them, as the coming levels are going to be hard. So please don't use your hat points now, save them for the coming levels. See you in the next video guys. Thanks for watching.